Hey guys, this is a Lasko relabeled House Beautiful, sold at Walmart among other places. It is big, as you can see. I can't remember the model name and I can't remember what size they sold it as, but I measured it out at being 58 inches across. So I suspect it's actually a 60-inch fan. It uses the same motor as all other Laskos, skeletal motor that was used in the TOCs, and it's basically the same motor that's used in the top mounts in the Dayton Laskos as well, except turned upside down. And only got one bearing on the bottom, cast rotor that's open, the coils are all exposed. This one's rated at 3.5 amps, although I can only assume that includes a light because 3.5 amps is insane, so we'll see what it actually draws. I don't think they were sold with a light though. This one had just a regular 4-inch schoolhouse fitter on it that was not a Lasko fitter, so it most likely wouldn't come with it. So we got the amp meter here. The pull chain for these goes high, medium, low, unlike older Laskos that were low, medium, high. So let's start on low. Right. Now what am I not doing here? Oh, I forgot I had the 4-speed control in the mix. Is this low? Let's see. No, now we're on low. Okay. Sorry about that. 0.27, which is a good current draw for a low speed. I'm going to stop it by hand so we can see how fast it actually goes without the influence of medium. See the House Beautiful label there. Pretty classy low speed for such a big fan. The blade's reversed from high gloss oak to high gloss walnut. You guys probably know by now that I hate oak and much prefer walnut. But as always, when I find a fan with reversible blades, it's always the side that I don't like that's already down. And it's not worth flipping the blades over just for a finish change. If they were cane or stencil, I would flip them because the other side is just plain. But, okay. Let's try. Pull chain's a little stiff. I put some WD-40 in it earlier, but clearly it needs a little more TLC. Medium, 0.61. Looks like we're gearing up to be right around an amp for high. So far it's quiet. Doesn't make a sound at all. I definitely moved some air. Okay. Low, off, high. Yep, 0.93. That was pretty close. I think I'm getting a little bit of dry bearing noise from it. It probably just needs a little shot of WD-40. These bearings are often dry. It's definitely moving some air. I don't know if it's moving more air than a 52-inch fan would move. It's hard to tell because it's spread out more because the blades are just simply wider. I guess we'll give it the whole test. I'll turn everything off and give it the all-the-way test. It's a gentle breeze over here. It seems to be about the same as a very good 52-inch fan from this distance. Like a really strong American-made 52-inch fan with a stack motor. I don't know. It is actually a pretty good breeze over here. It definitely does something. Okay, well, it's too cold to leave this stuff off. I'll leave the one blender fan off so we can do the blender fan test. Medium, low, off, and then I'll reverse it. So I have 3 of these, and I will sell them. I might even consider them being in the fire sale, which means that they need to go, and I'll accept lowball offers, and then give them away if they don't sell by a certain time. The catch is that none of them are in great shape. This one, other than the little stiff pull chain, this one works perfectly, but the finish is the worst out of the three. One of the other ones has a bad cap, and then the third one has both a bad cap and a bad reverse switch. So they're all easily repairable issues, but nevertheless they are in fact issues. So we'll see who's interested. I'd like to keep them all, I'm completely out of space. And until I get caught up on finding homes for fans, both stored and installed, I can't. I'm going to be a little bit more selective about what I keep, and I have no real reason to keep these. I just wanted to play with one. I thought they were worth testing. I always kind of wanted to see what a modern-looking fan with one of these Lasko motors in was like, especially being this big. Okay, so reverse. Low. .28. What was it? Was it .28 on the in forward? I don't remember. It's a nice low speed. Yeah, it's working its way in. It's getting better. .62. A little wobble in a medium reverse. I think medium reverse is like the most wobbly speed in general for most fans. Okay. High reverse is when we do the blender fan test. Oh, definitely some bearing noise that was not present in forward. Give it a chance to see. Interesting. It does not appear to be passing the blender fan test. And that has more to do with the pattern of airflow versus how much air a fan actually moves. But it's still interesting. Okay. Off with the control and reverse it back to forward, if that made sense. Rather skinny blades, but I guess it'd have to be a 5-blade 60-inch fan. With regular width blades, that would just require an insane motor. It is cold up here. It is, I think, 39 degrees. So we're continuing the trend of song stuck in my head is still the same as it was yesterday, which is Fuji La, which is a interpolation of Ooh La La, Ooh La La, Ooh La 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 by Tina Marie. Can't remember how many syllables it actually has in Tina Marie's version. Gotta be the same. Gotta be 3 la's. If anyone actually goes and looks up the songs that I mention, let me know. It's just when you're sitting here by yourself talking. At least for me, music comes in my head. That's just what happens. Even though I have a lot of people watching, they're not here right now. Okay, low with the control, 0.24. So slower than the factory low. That shadow's bothering me a little bit. Let me just see something here. I think that's better. Some of the darker fans, having the uplight directly under it is an improvement, but in this case, the shadow, I think, is distracting. Okay. Where's the control? I reached to my right and the control was to my left. Medium low, 0.48. This would be a great fan to have on like a cathedral ceiling and have a 4-speed wall control. Medium high, 0.67. And to think, this is something you could buy at Walmart. Back, you could buy good stuff at Walmart at one time. Now Walmart's house brand is Aloha Breeze, which is the very worst. Okay, high, we know what high looks like, but for reference, 0.92. And the bearing noise is back. Off. And then let me try to position the camera so that I can change controls. I was smart today. I moved the ladder to where I presumed I would get a better angle. That seems pretty good. So I'm going to disconnect the Fastco 4-speed. Put that over there in that tub that does not... I don't even know what's in that tub, to be honest. It's also very strange to me that between yesterday and today, I have had many other songs in my head and listened to many other songs. And yet, when I'm here by myself in the silence, for some reason I come back to the same song that was stuck in my head yesterday. That happened to the other time with, see, in other words, 2 Lauryn Hill related things. Before that, I think, was R. Kelly for some strange reason, because I haven't even... I guess I have bought an R. Kelly CD at some point in my lifetime. I just can't remember which one, but it's definitely been years. Okay, this is the Emerson 4711 control. This is the 4. It's 0.18. And that is awesome. You can get a fan that big going nice and slow like that. It's a good look. It's drawing 0.18. Go to medium low, drawing 0.33. Medium high, drawing 0.5. Oh, it's up to 0.5. No, okay. 0.52, I guess now. It jumped up to it jumped from 0.50 to 0.53, then down to 0.51, and now it's settled at 0.52. Then high for reference. The range of speeds is definitely better with the traditional 4-speed. As much as I love the slowest possible low, the other speeds with the Emerson 4-speed are kind of useless. Yeah, there's got to be something in my brain that just brings a certain song back. Something must trigger it. If I had the time, I would go back through all my videos and make a list of all the songs that were in my head during the various videos. I'm anticipating this being really sucky with the solid state control, because in my experience, Lasko motors are notoriously bad with solid state. But we'll give it a shot. You never know what's going to happen. I'm going to plug it in now, even though it's still spinning down. And it's not drawing anything at all right now, even though it is. We'll let it finish. Yeah, I don't like the look of it quite as much as I thought I would. It really does just look like any other modern fan, like a late 90s, early 2000s kind of design, unless you look close at where the blades mount to the motor. You can see that that trademark Lasko bearing cover, which is actually a really good idea. I'm surprised no other companies did that. It gives it such a clean appearance. Okay, 0.05, 0.06, 0.07, 0.08, 0.09, 0.1, 0.11, 0.12, 0.13. Oh, 0.13 gets us going. I had 3 fans for sure that I wanted to test tonight. I have three fans that I wanted to test, and then 3 other fans that I plan to test if I have time, and I just never got around to it. And I did this one first because I wanted to see how a 60-inch fan fit between the fluorescent lights. And there's plenty of clearance, although, like I said, it measured out at a 58, not 60. Okay, going to go 1/8 of a turn. Takes us to 0.22. So far, it's not buzzing. Another 1/8. 0.37. There's a little buzz, but not as much as I normally associate with Lasko, so that's not bad at all. Another 1/8. 0.57. Yeah, it's buzzy, but it's not egregiously buzzy. Another 1/8. 0.72. Although it doesn't pass the fluorescent light test. Final 1/8 is high. High with the solid state control is 0.87. And off. Yeah, it's still too buzzy to use, but it's not as bad as I was expecting, so it gets points for that, I guess. For those who don't remember or haven't seen that particular video, the fluorescent lights test is, there's a rather buzzy fluorescent light to my right. It's not, like, egregiously so or defectively so, it's just a non-quiet, it's a shop light. That's, you know, the old magnetic ballast shop lights tend to buzz. And I can hear it sitting here while I'm testing fans. And so my gauge as to whether or not a fan is too noisy with the variable speed is, does it buzz louder than the shop light? And if it does, then it's too noisy. Interestingly enough, most of the vintage fluorescents don't buzz at all. The 2 egg crate fixtures, the 8-footers, do not buzz at all that I can hear. The vintage shop lights that you can probably see in the shot buzz very slightly, but it's hard to notice. The 4-bulb fixture does buzz a lot. That's part of the reason why I'm not using it. It was very noticeably loud. Then a few of the various fluorescent lights that are just kind of tucked in buzz a little bit. I don't know which direction that would be. Okay, well, that's the House Beautiful Lasko. And, like I said, if you're interested in one of these, let me know, because I will sell or trade them. So, thanks for watching.